Hi there, Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this episode, I'm working on a 5x7 double page spread for my Autumn 23 mini album, and I titled this page October Moments. I'm using the digital version of the collection Welcome Autumn by Carta Bella and lots of stamps and dies and other things. So as always, this is the digital version of a physical collection, and so I can make sure that everything fits the size that I'm working with, which is 5x7 rather than 12x12 or something. It's a double page spread, but the main focus is on one page, so I don't have to worry about going across the two pages. So I'm starting with this bottom layer, and then I am continuing with other papers, but I was having some issues with my camera getting out of range for some reason. So anyway, now I have fixed it and I can continue my work here, and I am using the patterns to know where to position my papers. I have this layout already created, not in all detail, but a rough creation of it in Silhouette Studio, which is how I get my papers printed. I just create the page mainly with the papers. The embellishments I usually add on top and extra and stuff, but that I have the papers that I can get them printed, and they print in exactly the size that I plan them out on my page, and so that's what I do. And so here I'm ready to add the photos, but before I actually glue them down, there is another layer that goes behind them, but I wanted to make sure that that circle fits with where the photos go. So before I actually started gluing down the photos I began, I made sure I put the circle down. So the circle I don't fussy cut or cut by hand. I just use my dies. I make sure that the circles that I use in Silhouette match my dies, so that I never have to fussy cut a circle. Or with these kinds of, like, I'm using thinner paper, so I don't like to use it with my Silhouette. My Silhouette doesn't cut. This is bad. The paper is just not really good, and so it's better to just cut by hand rather than use my Silhouette with it. Although I do print and cuts, but not in this case. So now I have started clustering there, and I am ready to add more of my embellishments. This is a mixture of the embellishments that come with this collection, and obviously I resize everything to actually fit my size here, the size of my project, but then I like to add other elements that come from my dies. So most of the time I watercolor my die cut pieces. So this is a collection of, I'm sure, of various die sets where I am using just to create this little garden scene with this wheelbarrow, and then the pumpkin there and the little fence. So anyway, now I want to first, before I continue adding too many things on my layer there, layering too many things, I want to add the title there. And so, but I wanted to know where I should put the title, so that's why I needed to first put down a few things, but now I can continue working and adding various parts of my page there. So here I am trying to decide where to put this rake and where to place it, and I decided to put it into the wheelbarrow, but also obviously it can't just be floating around in the air, so I have to make sure that I glue the wheelbarrow in the right position there to make sure it actually works. So then I have this little watering can that I also watercolored and now can add, and then there's a little button piece that I also watercolored. I used just white cardstock, leftover pieces from where I cut my pages here, and then I just watercolor them. And then I had all these little tiny leaves that I kind of wanted to scatter around, so that's basically showing there's work to be done, raking in the leaves. And so that's that part. Now I still need to complete my title because it's supposed to say October moments. So this is from a stamp that I just fussy cut then around there. So that's my title. And now I can move on and finish my layout by adding my word strips that I like to add to each of my pages, because I print a whole lot of them, and so I have a whole lot of word strips to go with, and I want to not keep them forever in my stash, so I'm trying to add as many as I can without overloading the page, which I think sometimes happens, but that's what it is. Anyway, so this is my page pretty much done. Then I will leave you with some more close-ups, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. Give it a thumbs up if you did, consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.